And we've got audio. Okay, welcome back to MYDO Tackle Talk. We're going to Macaneta. Macaneta is just north of Maputo, and there is some inshore fishing there for Natels and probably king mackerel and that kind of stuff, but the main action is much further out across at the back of Inyaka. But in the meantime, Kenneth is going to be fishing out of Macaneta, so he's going to need stuff for Macaneta and to go across the jigging grounds, 20 to 40 meters on the way to Inyaka and then around the back of Inyaka. So I've got all the stuff that he needs for that activity. So here's the first thing you're going to put in the water. It's the little fillet strip swimmers. So you can put bait or you don't have to put bait, but I put bait. I put a beautiful little piece of fillet in here. There's a little hook on there, unhooks, and you put the bait on and it drapes down over the hook, and you can put some cotton if you like it, but if you're just trawling nice and gently along a flat sea, then that's fine. So these things go one on the side of the wake, one on that side of the wake, and staggered like 2 meters apart. Check the diagram. Okay, now we're out there and we're trawling along these 4 lures out already, since we've got 2 on each one. Then I will start putting a bigger fillet bait or a karapauw. The speed we're going in now is like between 2 and 4 knots. We're just heading up. We're just trying to see what's about, and we are scouting literally. So then another smaller bait. Start with a small bait. That's about that size. Once again, a fillet or a karapauw, doesn't matter. And a pretty little skirt. So now you've got this guy in the back. 2 of these would be ideal. So you've got 2 right on the surface and 2 semi on the surface. Now next thing, you got a strike. Okay, lekker. So when you get a strike, you need a live bait trace. It's a simple live bait trace. In the past, used to just be about that big. It's very difficult to get the right size trace for the right size fish. That's the challenge over here. You've got to have so many traces to make sure you've got the right size fish. Coffee. Sorry about the noise. We're running a skipper's ticket course, fishing school course, all kinds of things are happening all around me, and right. So now we've got a live bait. I'm getting bothered all the time. Now we've got a live bait, and it's this big. It's that long. It's not. It's that long. Now what? Extended. This is a telescopic live bait trace. Patent pending design, but basically you can adjust it telescopically to fit the size bait. So if you get a little bonnie that big, imagine that, or a karapauw, then you get one of those torpedo scad that's about that size, and you keep going, and you can stretch it right out, hopefully to get this hook in the tail. That hook there must sit in the tail, because make no mistake, those coots come along at full speed and they whack that tail off. I've got it on video so many times. So you need to have that hook in the tail. Now, let's say you got an even longer bait than this one. So, yeah, you have to change traces in that case to an extra long one. This is like for a silky or a walla walla, whatever you want to call them. So this has got 3. Now let's see the magic happen here. Hey, one snooty out. Got to loosen it a little bit to get the other snooty through. There it comes. Yeah, you want to get this all right before you are on the water. Okay, there it is. So now we've got an extra long. It came from that size. And now let's say you get an even longer, skinnier bait or a bigger bait. Then you can get a trace made up with 4 hooks. But like I said, these are lighter hooks, and so it's just that there's more hooks in the same type of length trace. But once again, and there we have it. Unbelievable how nicely that works. So we went from a sardine size to a walla walla size in an instant, in a flash. You can just reassemble it when you're finished, and off you go, Kenneth. That's the way you're going to size up your live baits. Now, if next thing there's stupid marlin come along, or a sailfish, then you will get away with a double hook, double wire trace, as long as you've got nylon in the front here. So these traces have got quite a long snitty on here, quite a long leader, sorry, a nice big hook. So you just put that live bait in the thing, and then in the body. It depends on its length. But the wire over here will be a disadvantage if you're fighting a billfish. The nylon here helps a hell of a lot. This hook doesn't really feature much in the whole picture. It's just to put the bait on. But these hooks are so super strong. So yeah, Kenneth, I've sent you a whole bunch of these with wire and a whole bunch of them with nylon, and you decide what to do on the day. I generally would just start light as possible with all those fillet baits, and then start building up your main game plan as you get live bait. Hopefully you're going to get bonito this big or torpedo scad this big. That's ideal bait for both the kuta, the GTs, the marlin, all those fish that hang out in those waters that you're going to fish. Cool, Kenneth. There's also a couple of casting lures in here and a couple of other things for you. There's enough tackle to keep you going for ages. These are all kuta traces, all different sizes. So these are going to Macaneta or Maputo, and I hope that we will get some radical photographs when we get back. So I think that's all for the moment. Let me just try to think. Yeah, that does you, Kenneth. Oh yeah, sorry that took so long. Yeah, a lot of traces to tie with these little fingers, a lot of holes to drill with this drill. And yeah, if you want to have a look at the mess, maybe I should show you the mess. Well, this side's not so messy. Nice and neat and tidy. Excuse the shakes. This side. But that's why I just pour the packets out and I know where everything is. Yeah, all these brand new little MYDOs swimming around. These are all going off to Kenneth. But okay, I think that's signing out. Thanks very much for the order as well, Kenneth, and I hope to see you in Macaneta. I think there's a song about that place. I'll look out.